both these teams electing to go a double guard into game number 1, feeling that's the best that they can present. I'm not throwing up a poll. It's not live, silly. Oh my gosh. Trying to get baited. It's crazy. How are we doing, Pixel? I didn't know these players. Yeah. Fat Duel versus Fab Duel. Good call. Don't even know who this clown is. That's crazy. A blink here for the Kuzenbo. I think it's the only really thing that stands out outside of a double Thebes, while the Fafnir is starting into a T1 cloak. Hou was trying to get in position to look for a double bounce, unfortunately unable to. Both Guardians for Counteract Fan Club step forward, or rather dash forward. I'm interested to see, I'm going to keep an eye on the Haerin passive getting buffed. Instead of almost 300 some HP, just short of 1,000. If that is really felt or makes it a big difference. Counteract Fan Club trying to get as much poke as possible, stepping forward here. I hate that I have to say that 10 times. Achi doing his very best to find as much poke on this Hou, make him feel a little uncomfortable. Hou already half health. Does have pot sticking. Hachi pulls purple. Jing Chen forced the double jump away, and a heavenly and horrific dropped. So relic for a relic. Now purple and red on the map. Counteract Fan Club electing to pull the red when Johnson's here as well. Kuzenbo looking for potential wrap. He does have blink. Is he able to find a cheeky little push? Instead, it went for the Nene versus pushing right away. Red was secured by Counteract Fan Club. Now looking for a possible re-engage. Team Haerin drop Fafnir and immediately de-transform. So red, are they able to find yet the other neutral buff? Hachi ults forward, finds first blood on that ult. I didn't actually expect him to pull that. Able to find it, however. So both neutral buffs and first blood, a dream start here for Counteract Fan Club. Bounce, unable to catch. Oh, he was trying to stop a potential back. Instead, going straight to Johnson. And Team Haerin's got to be a little conscious. You have full first items here for Counteract Fan Club. All of them are stacking. Both teams just jockeying. Team Haerin should be looking for backs here for first item spikes finishing, as well as prepping into red. Gotta be a little careful. They're getting a little poked out. This wave should result in red. Obviously a little bit of an overstay. Red spawning in now. All ults are up. Proximity used for the slow. Haerin looks to be the target of most of the aggression. However, is Counteract Fan Club able to find the pick? They do find it on the Jing Shen. Yeah, another pick and red buff here. No way this turns into a blue invade. It is. Counteract Fan Club kind of running away with most of this pressure. You start talking about double guard ADC versus double guard ADC. This is a rough place to be in when you're behind. A perfect example of both Thebes are already done halfway through Gauntlet and we're just starting to stack. Take a quick peek at leveling order. Yeah, it's a rough place. The Jing Chen more often than not is going to be really good against auto attackers. But when you're playing against both these guards with CC immunity, a lot of this comes down to just target selection. It's a little rough. So he's getting picked with this poke. Haerin Kuzenbo equally, if not even better, into an ADC. Draft's just a little rough. It's Hoi going down now. Bull being pulled. Counteract Fan Club looking for a possible rundown. So Bull and Red. Now they're looking to be the opposition, to be the aggression, push to T1. This looks like it'll be a possible tablet. Counteract Fan Club with this Haerin looking for some late game scaling. Hoi, unfortunately, jumping over a wall, stuck in a corner. And all three strong from Counteract Fan Club. Trying to run it down here. These tanks able to tank up Bird essentially for free. They're in a dangerous place. Don't have a ton of heal or peel, excuse me, as if you're Team Haerin for this Hou Yi. Hachi trying to secure Bird. Already at half health. 3 archers left. Hachi ults forward. Hou Yi trying to find at least something to his name. Unfortunately goes down as the Jing able to find a pick. Fafnir trying to join late. They're able to find ADC for ADC, but a T1 Bird for Counteract Fan Club. Counteract Fan Club gets what they want, they came here for. Able to step away. Again, still this late game scaling. Hou Yi 0-4. Fortunately, the target. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know if there is a way back into this game for Team Haerin. Like, you're a double guard via double guard, and your DPS, i.e. this Hou Yi, has 0 CC immunity. As soon as that jumps down, it's going to turn into a really rough situation, if not just complete death. Hou Yi level 12, looking for that second relic. Grabs an Aegis. I'm interested to see how Counteract Fan Club looks for a possible end here. Hachi looking to back, should be a Kins. Wait. Apologize for all the yawns. I think at this point in the game, Team Haerin are just hoping for Counteract Fan Club to overextend. Be able to punish it, find a way back in. You're a 3K down. Fire waves pounding in. This Hou Yi doesn't quite yet have Kins or Oboe anyway to really fully clear this wave. Especially when that's fire wave, it's a bit of a struggle. Here's that moment of truth. 3 strong for both teams. All ultimates are up. Charon's ulting forward. Bird's down. Who's the target of most of the aggression? Jing Chen. Proximity ward used. Unfortunately, Hachi unable to catch the dash. I get the stun off. Titan being chunked down. Almost at half health. Hachi ults to reposition. Fafnir and ult. Kuzenbo creating some separation. Pushing the Hou Yi off his Charon. Counteract Fan Club. Chunking back down this Titan. Hachi forced to beat. Hachi dashes in. They're calling for the end. Forced to Aegis as well. Can they find it? Titan to quarter HP. Hachi going down. Finds a couple more autos. But Counteract Fan Club able to secure game number 1. I'm assuming we're pinging Fabdul because he's dead in the gray screen. on Fort getting carried once again. I didn't even ping it for the record. Them obviously feeling like they have the ability to step up a little bit more pressure with this mage pick, trying to find the execution. Pitbull redeeming some points. Flexing on us all. But game number 2, both teams locked in. Counteract Fan Club looking to close out a 2-0 set. While Team Haerin trying to find their way back for a reverse sweep. They lacked a lot of things, not just AoE damage, honestly. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Where is Natalie? She had me put this on her playlist, and I'm the one who has to suffer for it. Absolutely craziness. You guys don't like the song, blame Natalie. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the soundboard. Now that I do got it work, because I'm just dumb, but you had mentioned they should have a fair amount of area controller AoE damage here. Red's pulled by the Hou-Yi. It's a fair amount of damage. Turned out to Cthulhu trying to find that first damage instead. The Achilles forced the beads. And Fab Duel jumping over the wall, going for the final. Beads and first blood. Yet again, a big start here for Counteract Fan Club. Team Haerin with this Lefay able to steal purple buff away. They lose first blood, but able to find a little bit of ground back. Red spawning, Johnson spawned as well. Team Haerin trying to secure Johnson and Dew. Cthulhu just coming back for red. The only one going into red with the T2. Faf going into alt. Trying to recover a little bit of something here. Red is secured by Counteract Fan Club. Cthulhu goes into alt. Turns it into an alt for an alt. Do they have the damage, actually, to find a possible pick on this Achilles? So the Fae is putting out a ton of damage. This is a big invade. Achilles got to be a little careful. He's not super healthy, but he is here. Oh, that is so risky. Forced to alt away. A heavenly for a heavenly. I don't know. I mean, a relic for a relic. Small margin. We stole blue. And they secure their own. So able to find a little something. Purple spawning shortly. All three members of Counteract Fan Club backing, looking for this first item spikes. So our first items across the board for them. I'm a little surprised. Everyone's got first item except for this Lefay. That should be, and is, that full first item now. Let's take a peek at leveling orders here. Counteract Fan Club stepping into purple. One maxing. Red spawning in shortly. Cthulhu just positioning to make them feel a little uncomfortable to step in. Lefay steps up to cast on the Cthulhu. Wraps back around. Counteract Fan Club able to skill red. Now Lefay in an awkward spot steps in. And more often than not cost her very life to do so. Our team Haerin able to find anything in return. Lefay stepping just a little too far into red pit. So big first and red. So the last thing you really want to do is give an ADC comp a lead. This ADC is going to get to 3, more so 4 items, and just chunk through these tanks that might not have a mid guard, might not have the prots to really stand in front of it. Consistent damage. Just going to find that W if given the opportunity. Team Haerin going to have to coordinate a little cleaner. Find that damage or poke, lead into that execution off CC. Especially while the Junchan Hou don't have Aegis, that window is going to close and make it so much harder. The Sakili is going to have to play into some Aegis. Johnson secured by Counteract Fan Club. Team Haerin, we're stepping in trying to find something. Proximity ward use for the slow. Not finding much as a result. Jun Chen drops an ult and gets a double ult in return. Definitely a net win there. Forces Faf and Achilles ult. Hou get a little too poked out. Decides to back and give up purple. Hoping to be able to path back in. Look for a red buff fight. So can they get here in time? Faf and Achilles ult's down. Cthulhu dashing forward. Jumps into ult. Buying some separation, allowing Counteract Fan Club to secure the rad. Can they find anything outside of that? So neutral buff for neutral buff. Now 2 ults for 2 ults. Cthulhu does have Aegis if he gets too low for this Achilles execution. Johnson spawning in shortly once again. Achilles forced to beads, and honestly just not enough. The damage ringing true. And another pick on this Achilles. deadly just staring around on this Cthulhu. Start talking about composition and how they actually handle themselves. I'm not really sure. Team Haerin have to find some coordination. Yes, this Lefay can get some big poke in. Goes tablet, second item. Trying to get some true damage in on these tanks. Can take a second to stack. Listen, a lot of this can be playing around how they actually able to get this opportunity to facilitate this Achilles with execution. I'm not concerned. Two members have Aegis on. And honestly, this Jing Shen might not even need it considering his jump immunities. He sends back for T2. Red and purple spawning by the time Hui makes it back. It's a big level lead. This is level 13 versus level 10. Almost 2.5, if not 3 level lead. Hui stepping toward red. Easily secure that. While his two tanks just create a ton of separation. I am so concerned as this Hui is able to free farm. Xing Chen not really finding much value off the ult outside of Faf ults or ult for ult. It's a really good CC onto the Fafnir. Forces him to Heavenly. Now 2 for 1. The Achilles gets double bounced and a fair amount of damage turned onto him. That should respond with remainder of Wave, Johnson, and purple buff. I am very concerned. The Safei, while she has some really good damage, not really working down these tanks. Counteract fan club ran around just a little too much. They could have gone purple, trying to get some cheeky pick or more damage off. Results, the Team Haerin grabbing a purple buff to themselves. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how you actually get to a point where this Lefay you're gonna get to a build, if not be facilitated. Jing Chen, the highest level 15 in the game. A double blink once again for this double guardian for Counteract fan club. Red spawning shortly. That was a 10 HP red buff. Beads and Faf alt force. Not tonight, Jay. Cthulhu jumping into alt. I'm a little surprised by that. Just trying to back off Team Haerin from T1. Not much comes from that. LeFay going into an op shard, needing that percent pen. Into so much magical D from Counteract Fan Club. Assuming that's going to be op shard for LeFay. It is. Johnson being secured here by Hou-Yi. They need to start throwing some kind of damage on here for both tanks. This Hou-Yi is just free farming both neutral buffs every time while his tanks create some separation. It's gonna be at the point we keep letting him free farm. He's just gonna go to bull. Cthulhu blinks. Are they able to find this damage? Hou-Yi doesn't have beads. Forced to Aegis. All of the Fafnir's utility used to try to chase down this Hou-Yi resulted in him going down. As Achilles was forced to back off. Thought that was definitely a possible window for Team Haerin to find a pick onto this Hou-Yi. Ultimately results in a member of their own team going down. Red buff pulled by Counteract Fan Club. "16 minutes in. I wonder at what point they're going to feel confident enough to start looking at a bull. We're already going to Titan's Bane here for the E. We went through Achilles, but I'm not really seeing a ton of utility used from him, or feel like he's actually getting the ability to facilitate his team with this execution. So Hou-Yi feeling comfortable enough to jump in and find a pick on this LeFay. Absolutely insane. Beads and ult now down. After forced to ult. Do they have enough damage between the two of them? Is Yi chunking down this Achilles? Obviously stepping in. Achilles forced to blink away. Should survive. T1 not able to. He immediately pathing over to Bull. Fafnir ult. D transforming. Bull already a half health, seen in the distance. Team Haerin not going to be able to contest. Slowly pushing in. Forces this Yi off of the Bull. Do they have enough damage to find a pick? Really good body blocks by this Cthulhu. Ultimately, Team Haerin able to find A nice double pick there. There's the little bit of life we've been looking for. Team Haerin able to find a little bit of a gap and a possible misplay by Counteract Fan Club. That is a big change of events. There's that opportunity we've been looking for. Can they continue to capitalize off of it? Jing Chen just trying to buy as much time as he physically can here. He did get the chance to clear all but the Brute. And feels that he's bought enough time for his two teammates to spawn and save T1. Jing Chen buying the world and more. Looks like a fail not pick up here by the E. That was that little bit of coordination / life I've been waiting to see from Team Haerin with this execution really coming to the forefront. I feel like I want to say it's taken long enough, but obviously still presenting here. Can they run it back again? Double blink now on the LaFay. This is that moment that just absolutely stinks. You have no ability to have procs. This double dive, more often than not, able to find a pick. But can this Ho Yi survive? Forced to execute away. Fafner doing his very best to find a pick. Now how does the 2v2 look? Achilles goes down. And a 2-for-1. Like we're shopping at the grocery store. But now can this double guard push Bird? Once again, it's going to come down to which DPS actually survives. The Ho Yi got real close to almost surviving this double dive, while the LaFay wasn't close at all. It's one of those moments of survivability on this DPS. Which one's going to find more value? There are double starters on this Cthulhu Jing Chen. Ye about 1,000 gold away from his. There's what we've been waiting for, a double bobble. So a double bobble here by this double front line, Achilles Fafnir. Achilles had to be careful. We're kind of staggering these front lines, coming in one at a time, so he's able to chunk them down. They have the damage. The Jing Chen gets real close. Securing a kill on this LaFay. In the meantime, two members of Counteract Fan Club on bull. Counteract Fan Club not willing to 50-50. Beads expended from the Ho Yi, able to find the Achilles. They go for a Sprue in the Ho Yi, all able to secure the second. LaFay now no beads or alt to her name. Excuse me, no beads. She didn't alt there. should be that push. If Counteract Fan Club are able to find one pick here, it should spell curtains. They're going to path down just as this team spawns, able to find bird. But can they go for an end? How are we doing, Trevor? Here comes the blinks. Fafnir catches the Cthulhu. Sad the Achilles gets the blink on the Hou-Yi. Is he able to find the damage? Just be a little careful. Proximity reward used for the slow. Achilles executes forward, trying to create or close some of this gap. Yi doesn't have beads. We have the damage. Lefay ulting through. They're going for this all in. And how does it turn back around? Achilles will go down. Is the Faf able to find the Yi? Instead, the Yi's able to find the Faf. Run straight into the Hou-Yi's loving arms. And almost assuredly ends with the game. Is the Jing Chen able to find the final pick? It does. A full deicide. And a GG Counteract Fan Club looking for the clean 2-0. Able to bring it home. The update. We have a lot. Oh my god. We got so many sets between tomorrow and Sunday. Alright. Let me hover these.